Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Now, playing drums is usually done by men. How did Ara,
Yeah.
a woman, find herself doing that?
Yeah, playing drum for me is genetic. Because I come from a lineage of kings from my maternal side. Oyo is home of drums. So from my
Okay.
maternal side, I come from. She's the direct descendant of Alaafin of Oyo, of Abiodun. Atiba. I'm not the only one that plays drum in my family. My cousins, my younger brother, my nephews, they all took to the drums.
Okay.
For me, it's more like a calling. I always say that the drum was just a stepping stone or a preparation ground for what God has in plan. Every one of us has a destiny to fulfill. The talking drum, before it became a musical instrument, was a means of communication. Then it became a musical instrument. Now, till today, it is still a means of communication. For me to be able to be the first professional female talking drummer, and be able to be successful at it, of course, a lot of people think say I get witch. They think say I get some powers. I just laugh. That's why I tell them it's a calling. The drum chose me. It speaks beyond me just playing the talking drum. It speaks beyond me just playing a musical instrument. It's also a means of communication to our world as a girl child. There are things I passed through. Looking back now, I can say that I probably had to go through those things. I probably had to experience them, be able to teach life, mold lives, help ladies, the younger generation, and even women. So the drum for me means more than just a musical instrument. It's deeper than that for me.
Now, how did your parents react? When you told them, or when you told them you wanted to play the drums, or when you took to the art of playing the
So
drums.
by the time my mom was pregnant with me, she saw so many signs, and she always said it when I grew up. She used to tell me they knew I was different from my name. Is given. My name was given to me by my grandfather, my personal grandfather. I was born here in Lagos. My personal grandfather lived in Koko, Warri, before he moved to Ondo, back to Ondo. He sent that name to Lagos and told my parents that this is the name. Of course, there must have been something for him to give me that name, Aralola. So they already knew. By the time I was, growing up, I was playing drums. So I already was playing everything in the house. Table, pots, plates was drum. Then fortunately for me, I'll say the entire house, I was the only girl at home. My elder brothers, my younger brothers, my cousins who live with us, our domestic staffs and everything, I was the only girl with my mom and my grandma. So everything the guys did, I was doing. You name it, I was doing. My brothers loved music. My father had a huge collection. My cousins were in choir in school. I went to Nana Primary School, Warri. I grew up in Warri. Even from my primary one, I was drumming. I was the head of the cultural group. Throughout Nana Primary School, from primary one to six, I was the lead drummer. Then in the secondary school, I took it up. I went to an all-girls school. So my parents knew, they did not need to be told. They knew I was a special child. Anytime we had a party or went to a party, like my father was the senior manager with UBA for years. He was the first manager in UBA phone branch then. So, as the of the bank manager, we had many events, we had many things we invited him to. I would go. We had the end of year party for UBA children and everything. I always danced as if I was going to win. I was always the best dancer. So they knew that there was something about this girl. It took my mom time to understand me, but my dad understood me from, I think I had a very fantastic relationship with my father. So he could understand me. My mom, left to my mom, hi, she will have almost committed murder in handling me because I was just not having it. I was just, you lock the gate, I'll climb tree and I'll go out. Where am I going to? I'm going to the beachfront with my writing to write my songs. So there was something unusual. So they knew. They just wanted me to
Interesting.
concentrate on my basic education, to make sure that I got something out of my education. I still flaunted it too. And on the long run, my father said, you know what, since this is what you have chosen for yourself, just go ahead. You have my support, but don't complain. If you see this is what you want, go ahead.